Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart. We're going to be relying on pure price action. Right now we traded up into the structure, and for the most part we are going sideways. So I'm going to make sense of the structure by locating mainly short-term channels. Because there is a main bullish bias, right now we have significant push above EMA, and this is telling me that as a trader I'm supposed to be paying attention to this recent price movement. Okay, downtrend, push to new extreme, push above EMA. You can see we have a new low here, lowest low. We have a first attempt to sell, push above EMA, second attempt to sell. Of course, you cannot go long on a failed second entry short at the very top of the move. And this acts as a visual failed second entry short. Technically it's high low, but you can see it's the more visual one, where there was a stronger pullback. You have a high low, a new trend started. When I'm watching this live, I'm treating this as an overshoot because we have break of the trend channel line, but we have another break up. So I'm going to widen it just a little bit. It's not acting as overshoot. Something like this. We are correcting to the EMA, and right now what am I expecting, according to trendline rule, is for this uptrend to get a new high tested. Okay, this uptrend needs new high because there's always a channel present on a chart for every single price movement. This is the highest high, first entry long. So I'm looking for a second entry long. Can I get a second entry long? No second entry long. You can see there's almost a second entry long, but there is no trigger above the bullish bar, so I can't take the trade. You need to see a trigger break above for entry to be valid. There is no break above. You can see matching highs. So right now I need to be patient. Break, and you have like a failed second entry short, new low, first entry short, second entry short, the lowest low of this pullback. This failed second entry short is quite tempting, but you cannot go long above this bar. The double bar entry is very tempting, but it didn't finish that clean. Okay, but if I'm going to zoom out, uptrend needs new high, couple of rejections off the EMA. This is a decent failed second entry short. Just because the double bar entry is a little bit sketchy, I'm going to mark it a little bit more aggressive. Had the bar been much stronger, better, it's a decent trade. You can see how EMA is providing support. Also, what I can see is the small support like this. This is giving you confidence. You need new high, and market related break, push to new high. So great price action. If I'm going to zoom out, you can see we're going sideways for quite a while. It makes sense to draw trend range. Also, the spike up has a break, second spike up, if you're going to draw channel a bit wider. So let's see what's going to happen. And we actually have reversal pattern, because after breaking new high, this is the highest high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long failure below this bar if it gets a trigger below this bar right here. So this is not a bad trade. It's a reversal pattern because uptrend played out, push below EMA, Euro quite going sideways. So this is a decent failed second entry long reversal pattern, telling you that the market will reverse into bearish trend. The reason why you prefer a reversal pattern, because simply you don't know how many pushes higher there's going to be. Okay, this is why you don't want to pick a top. Once you get the failed second attempt to go long below EMA, it's a little bit more confidence. It's the reversal pattern signaling that the trend is reversing. Okay, we are working lower, something like this. Okay, of course you cannot go long because the whole time you'll be looking for some wider channel. I can draw something like this, for example. Clean push down. We're completely selling off strongly. We have tiny overshoot, but it's not as significant. You have new low, first entry short. You have a second entry short far from the EMA, so you cannot sell. You have double trap. You can use double trap using double bar entry. I wasn't a fan of this because the first bar was super bad. I mean, you can probably. Also, when I was watching this live, I wasn't sure if there's overshoot or not. So that's another thing to take into consideration. It looks like potential overshoot here. I'm gonna mark it a little bit more aggressive. Not a bad trade, but taking a double bar entry like this below the bullish bar, not ideal. This would have ended up being a losing trade. Market is trending higher, so now I'm a little bit confused. Okay, especially after you have a second entry long here, and it helped, because now what's going through my mind is, hold on, such a steep push down should get new low tested eventually. Why are we retracing quite significantly? So this was quite confusing. You can see we have this price level that right now is going to be important, because if it holds, if it gets tested and we break below EMA, you can bet on the bearish trend down. This was a little bit confusing because the bullish trend started to look strong. But what you have to take into consideration is the retracement. Okay, so I'm going to measure the top to the bottom. If I am around 50%, it's not that bad. Once you exceed the 60%, you expect reversal. Okay, this was very, very close, around the 50%, so very hard to tell. You cannot take a second entry long like this. It's a very weak bearish bar, but we haven't exceeded the 60%. we're at the key level, and if you go on a high time frame, 10,000 tick chart, you are right at the EMA. So here I was eyeing, okay, let me see if this channel holds, because we broke lower, I deleted it, I adjusted to break, pushed you high, a little bit tricky area, but it makes sense because you break below EMA, key level held. This is the main pattern, and the bigger pattern in price action takes precedence. So this channel is a little bit wider, these channels are tighter, and now I expect second entry short at the EMA because I expect new low to be tested following the trend line rule. So I'm looking for second entry short at the exponential moving average. Okay, new low, first entry short, push above EMA. I was considering some second entry short here, something like this. Why I was considering second entry short if you push above EMA? Well, because this one and the main channel needs new low, especially the main channel. That's the big clue. So I'm looking for second entry short, even though this correction looks quite strong, but there was no second entry, pushed to an extreme, and the downtrend played out. So right now I have to pause looking to go short. Sometimes you have a nice triple test around this area once you test the key level into breakout pullback, but there was nothing. Also, you sometimes get lower high, but no pullback for us to take. So now we have new low, so downtrend played out. So I'm gonna pause looking to go short. If there's going to be some second entry short, I'm not gonna take it because we just had a break in new low. The market is just not fully reversing. Let me see. I'm gonna draw uptrend working higher. A small break in new high, but it's very close. You have a second entry long, but it's an inside bar I cannot take. Okay, and notice how we're going sideways. Okay, this is negating any broader channel, something like this, and to the second swing. So because you're going too sideways now, it makes sense to draw consolidation, something like this. Uptrend, broad break, push to new high. I'm gonna mark break, push to new extreme. I don't think you can sell at the highs here simply because the range is just about to be established. Okay, you can see you're pushing higher, pushing higher, pushing higher. You don't really know where the key level is. So after the fact, it makes sense. Hey, let me short here. And you can see that you're going quite sideways. So it is tempting to pick a top. But when you're watching this live, you simply have no prior confirmations to justify you selling here. But it makes sense because you're breaking your high and it's starting to go way too sideways. The more sideways it goes, it's negating a channel like this. You actually have a lower high confirmation set up. I skipped this trade. I didn't like it because we were just going too sideways for my liking. But looking back now, that was kind of a mistake because, you know, the uptrend clearly played out. You traded down into this stronger bias was bearish. I'm actually going to mark it. I'm a little bit mad that I didn't take it because, you know, this is one of those few good trades today. Decent bar right at the EMA. But it makes sense. We trade down. We're going sideways, breaking new high. I was looking for a reversal pattern, felt second entry long, that never formed right at the EMA. Okay, downtrend, push lower. I have significant overshoot at the bottom of this trend range. At this point, I'm really taking this easy because nothing pretty much established. Why am I taking it easy? Well, because I'm at the bottom of the potential range and you have overshoot, so you can have stronger pullback in the opposite direction. So I cannot sell at the same time, I cannot go long. There's nothing good for me to go long. Okay, we have significant trend working higher, so initially I drew something like this. The reason why I cannot take the second entry long is because when you're watching this live, you would have overshoot. With more information, I can see that I can make it a little bit wider. But now we have a little bit conflicting variables because the range is holding and you have massive push below EMA. Actually, I was looking now for a lower high confirmation setup. I wanted to go short here because once I saw the range holding and push below EMA and such a steep spike down, this is not what is supposed to happen. If the channel is valid, you're not supposed to break below EMA like this. I actually like adjusting it in hindsight to something like this. But there is no good lower high. The signal bar is terrible. New high first entry long, second entry long failure. The lower high from here, but it's a weak bullish bar. Also, you're going quite sideways. It's a shame because there is no way to enter. I'm going to draw a channel a little bit wider, something like this. And you have another potential overshoot. Actually, one trader asked me what I think about this trade. That was on my break, because even short here, because you drew it without overshoot, because if we're going to zoom out, you can see the main bias for the most part is bearish, and the trader was correct because the main bias is so bearish, just the overwhelming bias, that trading is about taking a risk. If you're taking a risk, it's better to bet on the fact that the main downtrend is stronger and you can make it a little bit wider. So for this reason, I can mark it. It's a decent second entry short, new low first entry, second entry short at the EMA and the trend line. And now even you have overshoot, you have a break, equal break, so now you definitely expect new low first entry short, second entry short. And now this is a decent second entry short to take. Second entry short, 2 leg a pullback, down Chinese new low, and you can see it's also a visual 1 leg, break the second leg, down Chinese new low going to trend line rule. This is a decent setup, break push to new low, down trend played out. I can only go long here, even though it worked. Doji bar, what is this going to be pushed down because we trade down the entire day. Can't go low, can't go short really directly into these lows. Okay, we are working. Well, we have a second entry short, actually a third entry short, but you cannot take. It's above EMA doji. Not really confirming much. It's third entry short only. The market is breaking higher, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw a channel a little bit wider, something like this. I'm looking for second entry long at the EMA because we were going far away from the trend range, so I'm looking for second entry long at the EMA. Can I get it? I cannot. We are correcting. I almost took new high for entry long, second entry long, third entry long. Okay, 4 entry long. I thought it was a double trap, but it's actually not. But the signal bar ended up weak. Bearish, so I ended up skipping, which was a good play because it would have trapped you. But you can see there's an easy case to make to draw a little bit wider, weak bar. It's also 4th entry long, no really pattern. Okay, I was looking for measured move. 2 legs down, breakout pullback to this key level, and then taking long off of these lows to test the new high. We're going way too sideways, congestion, I can't really take anything. And there was no setup to take, and now it's getting way too late. Market is about to close now. This is the overall structure for today's market on the S&P 500 M-mini futures. We traded working down, break push to an extreme. You have to be a little bit careful after all downtrends played out. But then you can see there is no reversal because reversal looks something like this. You have uptrend, broad break push to new high. So this is why we're going to draw a consolidation instead of expecting reversal. But now you can see clean decisive spike up through the EMA, very steep channel. So this is indicating more of a reversal. Break, up Chinese new high, but now it's getting way too late. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.